All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
So today we're going to be looking at this personal reflection
Okay.
called Jeong's Devotion, Flexibility and Faith in the New Year.
Mm.
And I think this is really going to be a fascinating one because it's about these little acts of kindness
Right.
and how they can sometimes become much bigger than we initially expect. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think a lot of us can relate to that experience.
Totally. So Jeong basically starts the year wanting to visit this man named Jeff Jenks
Okay.
at this care facility. And, it's the new year, and he's going through this process of, like, okay, what do I want this year to look like?
Mm.
And he feels called,
Yeah.
to go visit this guy. But here's the thing. Visitors aren't allowed.
Oh, wow.
So right away, we have an obstacle.
Yeah, so he's already having to go above and beyond just to even think about making this visit happen.
Exactly. So he's like, okay, I'm going to bring this poinsettia from my church, and I'm going to try to, get in there and see him and just, brighten his day.
It's a nice gesture, right? Like, especially during that time of year.
Totally.
Yeah.
So he's on his way, and he realizes the poinsettia is wilted.
Oh, no.
I know it's kind of funny, actually, to think about it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't give up.
Okay.
He finds a replacement.
Good for him.
I know. Puts in the effort, gets it all ready, and he heads back out.
Wow, he's really committed.
Oh, yeah. And as he's approaching the facility,
Yeah.
he discovers the new poinsettia is fake.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
I know.
That's hilarious, but also kind of a bummer. Like,
Yeah.
what are the chances?
You can't make this stuff up.
So what does he do?
Well, he gets to the facility, right? And it turns out Jeff Jenks isn't even there.
What?
I know he's been transferred to a different location miles away.
So all of that for nothing.
Pretty much.
Oh, man, I'd be so frustrated.
I know, me too. And that's what's so interesting about this whole reflection is like how Jeong reacts to all this.
Okay, so how does he react?
He doesn't get all bummed out. He doesn't focus on the frustration.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, he sort of steps back and he's like, you know what? This is like life,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like he's finding a deeper meaning in all the chaos.
Exactly like those times when you plan everything out perfectly.
Yeah.
And then life throws you a curveball.
Happens all the time.
Right. So his goal was to deliver this poinsettia,
Right.
but the journey itself
Yeah.
becomes the real lesson.
That's a good point. It's like that saying, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Exactly. And in psychology, there's this concept called cognitive reframing,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
where you try to reframe a negative situation
Right.
in a more positive light.
It's like choosing to see the opportunity in the obstacle.
Totally.
Yeah.
So Jeong's big takeaway is to approach the new year with openness,
Okay.
flexibility,
Yeah.
and faith in God's guidance.
I like that. Yeah.
He's recognizing that even when things don't go according to plan,
Mm-hmm.
there's still a path forward.
Trusting that there's a bigger picture, a greater purpose.
Exactly. And, this doesn't have to be like a strictly religious thing.
Right. It's more about that general sense of trust.
Yeah, like trusting in something bigger than yourself.
Whether it's a higher power in the universe or just the belief that things will work out.
I think that's really important to remember, especially when things get tough.
Absolutely. It's about finding that inner strength to keep going.
And he connects this whole experience back to a personal situation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So his wife injured her knee during a trip.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It totally disrupted their plans.
I bet.
They had to adapt and adjust. And he says it actually brought them closer together.
That makes me think about how these unexpected challenges, they're universal.
Mhm.
We all face them in different forms.
At different points in our lives.
It's not about avoiding them, but about developing that resilience.
That ability to bend without breaking.
Yeah, I love that analogy.
It's not about having all the answers or controlling everything,
Mhm.
but about surrendering to the journey.
And trusting that even the detours.
Can lead to beautiful destinations.
I like that a lot. So for those of you listening out there, have you ever been in a similar situation?
Where your plans just totally fell apart.
Did you handle it? Did you adapt?
Or did you just hold on tight to the original plan?
Even when it wasn't working anymore?
It's so easy to get caught up in our expectations
Yeah.
and get frustrated when things don't go our way.
But what if we saw those unexpected twists as opportunities?
For growth and learning.
Like Jeong did.
Exactly. So as we go through life with all its complexities,
How can we embrace that flexibility?
that trust in a greater plan.
It's something to think about for sure.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
We hope it's given you some food for thought
And maybe inspired you to approach life's challenges.
with a little more openness and a little more faith.
Take care, everyone.
See you next time.